Hello everyone and welcome back to another Let's Play. This time around I'm playing Craftopia. Yes, this is going to be a sneak peek into what I'm going to be showing in the future videos. What you're going to be seeing next year is obviously me playing Craftopia with either the boys or both the boys and Knife herself, or just me doing it solo. Either way, you're going to be seeing like the early stages before I built everything up to scratch as it is now. Because I have literally done a lot on this game, and I've been doing quite a fair bit on this game, in fact, so much that it's like it's become my new arc for me, if you get my meaning, where I just build stuff and such like that. But if you wondered about the character model, now this character model was made in the V-Void studio and was ported into this game courtesy of Life Giving, who created this character model based off my character that I made up a long time ago. And when I found out that you can use V-Void characters in this game, I was like, ooh, how do you do that? So like even gave the tutorial on how to do it, and bada bing bada boom, here she is in the, in the actual game pixel flesh. Did I say fresh? I meant to say flesh. Yeah. So big shout out to Life Giving for actually making this character model and such. She really did a good job of her. Really made her look, well, almost exactly like my character and such. So I'll say well done to her. Obviously, the character this is based off is my white jackal character known as Emma, and the idea of her was, well, the whole idea of her being the mascot came a long time ago, because I actually mentioned in Life Giving that, you know what, the channel could do with a mascot, and I thought my Emma character could be the mascot of the channel sort of thing, and that's why you see her in the corner here and there. And of course that's when Knife actually thought of the idea of making her into an actual character model using V-Void, and said, here you go. She did it as a surprise gift and such, and it looks like a supply pod landed on my base. I'll say she did a good job on this model, and again, big shout to her. So thank you, Life. Yeah, what you saw there was a supply drop being dropped in. You get these every now and again. These are actually very, very useful to have and such, especially if you need certain materials and such. And it is pretty good stuff that it gives you. But yeah, now onto the what was it, tour of the base. Obviously you've got the beach side where you've got the deck chairs and such like that. So I'll try to give it much as character as possible. This game has multiple maps that you can select from. Well, you can actually choose to go to, but obviously it costs you certain resources and such, but it's all worth because it's part of the adventure. And you can actually build all sorts of things on here and such. It's still in development stages and that. They're still planning to add things like the biplane and such like that. That's what they plan to do on the 15th, I believe. And yeah, literally anything in this game is drivable. Like the air balloon is drivable, you can drive that. The helicopter is drivable when you see it. Hold on a moment. You can even build a tank in this game. I haven't actually built the tank yet because getting the machine parts is the hard part. But yeah, you can just jump in this helicopter. It's so easy to control. Just, your basic keys and such. Also, this would be a good opportunity to give you the big view of the castle. I apologise if I'm speaking a little bit fast. It's because, well, it's been a while since I've done a recording, because it's been about like a month. Because, especially by myself and that. And at the moment, it's sort of like getting back into it all and that. I know you may look at my videos and go, oh, didn't you not do one a day ago or a few nights ago and such like that? Those are all scheduled ones and that, and that's the beauty of it all. But anyway, yeah, going back to this, yeah, this is basically the castle and that. Now, if you're wondering how I made the tile wheels, to those of you new to this game or don't even know about this game, believe it or not, you have to use fish fillets or fish scales to actually create the roof, and a bit of wood and so forth and so on. It tells you in the instructions what to make. The hot air balloon is drivable as well. But the only thing is that it's very slow. But it is worth driving, worth making. Even if it is slow, and it's definitely worth having fun in. I mean, that's like a little factory area that I'm making and such. It's still work in progress. Kind of like this game is. This game is like a work in progress itself. The developers are still making it and that, and it's still in its... was it beta stage or alpha stage or testing stage? Either way, for the current stage it's in now, it still looks pretty awesome and such. Obviously what you've seen here is my storage area where I store all the stuff. Everything's well, almost everything's all automated. And at the back there is just basically my small factory area. And I say small factory area because on the other map I have a bigger factory courtesy of Cheetah, aka Tom. He actually built up one and actually showed me the ropes. And he was the one that actually got me into this game. Now if you wonder what those block bits are, that's the Statue of Liberty being built, a small replica of her. So yeah, she may need a few more materials before she's built. So far there's about 4 wonders of the world that you get in this game. You get a pyramid, Statue of Liberty, an oil rig, and I can't remember what the other one was, but yeah, basically you get 4 of them. But I think in the future they do plan to add more, and they plan to add more stuff. Like I said, they plan to add the biplane, which I'm excited to actually give a test drive on. So I'm just preparing the helicopter, because when you actually use the machines, they do actually take damage as you use them. So it's best to have a repair hammer with you, like what I got on me. So when I'm hitting it, I'm not causing it damage, I'm actually repairing it with a repair hammer. The good thing about this game is you can actually climb and grip onto walls pretty easy and such. You know, you can literally just do this. And the more you level up, the more easy it becomes. And the good thing is, yeah, that's my glider that I got. But the good thing is, when you use the V-Boy characters, models and that, the actual game physics actually works with them quite well. Alright, the hair goes through the shirt of this character and such, but that's because it's how the model is. But I still like it in that, and I think it's absolutely amazing. But the fun fact is, even the shadows actually go with the actual character. Obviously you can't see it because it's night time, and that's the... Oh, that's my fireworks going off. But this is basically... Oh no, it's coming to be morning now, so I've been babbling so much that it's gone from night to morning. Yeah, but this is the main area that I'll be, like, where I do all my works and such. This whole entire ground. You've got the workbenches where you can make your stuff. You've got your little hatter where you can make all your hats and such. And they all have their little, you know, perks and such. If I'm going too fast, feel free to pause the video to see what's what and that. I am interested in actually making some of the dragon armor and that, because they look pretty cool and so forth. Obviously here you've got the furniture workbench where you can make all your nice windows and such like that. You've got all different types of things, like you've got your wooden window, or if you fancy like the brick window. You get to see those when I'll show you the next map. You even get your wooden plank windows, galvanized, you know, you get all different sorts, even your sci-fi windows and so forth. Again, this is all a work in progress, you know. They're still adding more and probably will actually improve on more and such. But yeah, you get different like skill benches and different furnaces to use and such to help with like more advanced materials and so forth. It's the same with storage chests. These are all your like your banks and such. Obviously you've got your you know, you've got your basic furnace here. This is the ones that you'd usually start off with when you build. If you wonder what this gate is, this takes you to the other islands. I will talk about that in a bit. These are just furnitures, you know, they're just like decoration and that. I'll show you the upstairs in a bit. This area I've done for Tom, who's a bit of a sci-fi, well, who's a bit of the brains slash science guy of the group. And I thought, you know what, I'll make him some little lab area for him where he can just do his stuff and that. Obviously it was all done out of a joke and that, but yeah, he likes it. This area is where the storage area is for all the bits and bobs and that. It took me a while to figure out how the conveyor belts work and everything, but I managed to get the hang of it. So most of it is pretty automated here, but not all of it. Obviously I covered up most of the machines that are working in this area and such. That's just to hide them and just to hide the you know, the treads and such, which you can see is all this going on and that. This one's just making the water thing, although I might change it to something else later, because I feel that it's creating purified water way too slow. This, I stole the idea of a Tom again, with the whole water system being pumped out from the wells, which actually became very handy, and it's actually a quick way of farming water. These obviously are just me testing around with different machines and such, let's see what does what, and so forth and so on. Inside here you got like the, let's have a little look see. You got like the skilled machine factory where you can actually make your things like your tank shells, your ballistas, which is actually handy for capturing dragons and such. Obviously you've got your war tank that you can make, but obviously you need the parts to make it, and that's going to be hard to sell. So I haven't actually made one yet. I'm still trying to work out where to get certain parts from, because believe it or not, I'm still new to the game. Air balloon, which you've already seen. Helicopter you've seen. Hoverboard you can make if you want to like go around on a hoverboard. Motorcycle, buggy, raft, and obviously you've got the wooden hoverboard. So you've got all these things to make, and obviously it tells you how to make each individual parts and such. Getting the materials from can be quite difficult, but at the same time, yeah, it's all worth it. Oh, I forgot there was a hole in the roof there. But yeah. And I think my character just told me she's hungry, so I better feed her up. That's another thing it has on this game. It does have food mechanics where you do need to eat food. You don't need to drink water, just as long as you feed yourself and you'll be fine. Depending on what you make, certain foods does have their abilities to actually buff your character up. But although there are some foods that do have a negative effect on your character, so do read the description of each food very carefully. Obviously you've got your boxes here. They're just to store all the stuff that. These are the steel variants. Obviously you start with the wooden ones, then you can work up to the steel. And what's next? If you wonder what this table's all about, they're just to encourage like NPCs to come into your place, and they give you little bits and bobs. Not at all that much, but you know, just your bits and bobs. That's the understairs part. And yes, building this place took me a while. That's the toilet area. I still need to put doors in this area. I forgot all about that. Obviously where I can actually generate power and such, like make batteries and so forth. So if I was running this like a hamster, ideally you're supposed to use other animals and that, but it's much more quicker to use yourself, and you're guaranteed to get like one battery from this thing. It doesn't take long. I'll say about a maximum of so many seconds and such. Yeah, that's my way of saying I can't remember how many seconds. But yeah, it's that simple. I would say like I would definitely say, like I said in one of my videos, this is like more the simple version to Ark or Minecraft, and I actually like its simplicity, and it's actually quite very nice to play, easy to do, and so forth. Yeah, obviously I made all these little rooms and that. Again, it's still a work in progress. Obviously you got the tower area. Well, I'll show you towers in a bit because I forgot I had a third floor. You got this spare room that I'm still working on. Again, I've got to put doors in. I'm not sure what to do with this room, but it looks small enough to be a storage area. Again, another bedroom. Yeah, I try to make each room different and such. I also give it different views outside the windows and such. So I do try and give it character as much as possible. I believe there's another room behind the stairs, like a little secret room, but it's not secret, but still. Yeah, I have one hell of an imagination when it comes to it, but don't we all? Again, this is the tower, and it has a bed in it. This one's, whoops, that's oneself. Stairs there. This one's just your basic tower. Obviously I couldn't do a full block tower because obviously the way I made it and that. But yeah, it's about 4 towers, each of them different sizes and that, because I didn't want to keep them the same size all the time. And each of them has different like characteristics to them that, well, I will add more to it once I discover more and so forth. You've got music blocks here, which you can actually jump on, then they do make a sound, if I can actually land on them. Oh, you're going to make me a lie. Oh, there you go. Another tower here. Oh, I forgot I had this one furnished in it. It's not fully. Now this one I'm still working on still, because at the moment, got to put another door here and another door here. Turn this into whatever. But yeah, I was just mostly playing about with a few things and testing them out, and stop whipping on the wall, you. When I saw those music box, I thought, ooh, those are nice and quirky, I like that. But what I do love is the different things you can build, like the mushroom lamps and such. Right, I will... Obviously, this here is still a work in progress, because I want to actually put some more like tall plants in here and such, if I can. Obviously, I was messing about with the jack-o'-lantern and that, but I thought I'd keep it there because it looks awesome. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'll show you the next place as well. Oops. You do take full damage in this game, so... But not too much, but just a word of warning, just be careful. Right. Obviously, this is the whole map area and that. You get to choose between different islands and such. Obviously, each island has its own, like, depending what island you've unlocked. Like the desert ones has its own like different materials in it, or it sometimes has the same materials. It all depends. But if you go to places like Hell and such, you're going to need something to do with heat resistance, like heat resistance potions or an amulet. Depending what level it is, you might need a level 1 or 2 or 3. With this one, I think it's a level 3 or 2. I think it was a 3 actually on that one because it's a level 5 island. These ones I still got to unlock. Obviously, I'm going to need to use these resources. I could easily do that, but I'm just going to be patient and wait till the 15th to see what new maps they're going to add and such. And it is a big thing to fill. So I'm actually eager to see how much I can fill of this. But anyway, the places I'm going to be exploring, well, not exploring, I'm showing you today is going to be the desert one, the island of fire and sand, obviously the island of fallen leaves, and the island of rarity. So let's get on to the show and get this done. The good thing is that the load time on this doesn't take too long, so that's a good thing. See, just like that. Alright, we'll load up. And you're here now. There we go. Now you may be wondering, wait, wasn't there a gate there or something like that? Well, originally there was, but we moved it. When I say we, I'll say I moved it. Or was it the other way around? I don't know. But either way, this place is very good for its resources, especially for its stone and iron. That's the main thing we always are looking for, is either iron or copper. Luckily, on the beginner's island, there's plenty of copper around. And there is plenty of iron, but the quick way to get iron is usually on the desert areas. Also, I forgot to mention, in this game, you also get lightsabers at some point. These are not the most powerful ones, but still, they're pretty epic if you ask me. What you've seen in the background is one of the wonders of the world. I will show you that in a bit. This is like the factory area. It's not fully completed yet. It's still like a work in progress again. So obviously it's got no roof and such, but yeah. Obviously this is like the little small garage where I've got my bike parked. Again, I will show you. Let's see if I can get out of here without... Oop. The only trouble with this bike, you know what, sorry, I'm going to move that. The good thing about moving this is you're not wasting any materials because you can easily put it back again so it doesn't break it. But yeah, this is the bike. Now, some people say that the bike is not the best. I personally think it's a-okay. Whoops. I actually like it. I think they've improved on the speed on it a bit more because I remember this being a little bit more slower, but yeah, I think it's actually pretty good. Although I do like the buggy personally as well, but I do prefer to go around in the helicopter as well. The air balloon, it has its charms and such. Yeah, this is just me being a bad driver. I find the air balloon quite charming, so I do build quite... Well, as you've seen from my videos, I build technically quite a lot of things. Even if they can be, like, not so good or just a waste of materials or whatever. But that's just me. I just build things, and I just build them because either A, I like them, or just to be decorative. Now, let's see, where is it? There you go. See, I can easily just put that fence back where it was if I remember what to push the keys. There we go. Inside to the factory, and yes, the doors do work. Although with the doors, you had to manually put them in yourself. You can't. They don't clip on like the walls do. They actually. You have to sort of like maneuver them into place to make them look perfect and such. If you're one of these people that wants them looking perfectly straight and such. Obviously, this is like the little main area, but I say little main area because the big main area is where this metal thing leads up to. That's one of the extractors. It's a metal extractor, and that might have another one built, like for the copper and silver. But we'll see what we can do in time. So Yeah, obviously this thing is the age of civilization. You get to about different ages that you can actually evolve into. At the moment, the maximum you can go into is the age of scientific research. There is one coming soon called the Age of Gods, so we're not entirely sure what to expect from that, but it sounds interesting. Obviously, you know, you've got your little areas here. I still plan to actually put something in there. Got your little smith areas here. Yeah, it's blacksmith. Got my little farm here off corn and that, and yes, I have a little fire thing. Another helicopter there. This is the factory where all the wheat's been worked on, and that makes my wheat powder, and it also gets turned into biofuel, which so it acts as two things. It creates my wheat flour, and it creates my biofuel thanks to this little device. Again, Tom set this all up. He actually made this all work, and why is my character calling? Maybe she got interested, who knows. And all the biofuel goes into here. At the moment it's not as full as it once was, because I have been stealing some from here, but hey, this is my little money making farm, because peaches are worth a lot of money. If you've got like about let's see, you've got about 16, if you've got about 16 plots here, you can make about near enough 1,800,000, so near enough near enough 2 million. But it does help in the long run and such, especially if you're really struck for cash and such like cash. Where did that come from? Yeah, so again, that's another thing that Tom taught me as well. And so he set most of this all up. In fact, he set the whole lot up. The only thing that I did was just to tidy it up and make it look a bit more factory-like. So I've added the walls and such like that. Where the machine parts, that was all Tom's doing. So he's actually done most of this. So big credit goes to him. Also, another little thing that I've been working on, because I've been testing out this sci-fi thing. When I say sci-fi thing, I mean like the sci-fi walls and such like that, which you are seeing close. Thank you. Now this is like the garage. Okay. And this is where I kept all the skilled machinery in there. And I made it more of a garage look. So you've got one buggy here and you've got one buggy out there. If the door decides to open, there you go. There's a tornado there. That's the only trouble. And the buggy is quite a nice little thing to play with as such. It's quite fast and such. Not as fast as the bike, but it's still a lot more easy to control. And you can also ram into things if you want to, like this guy here. Yes, again, they do take damage and such. But it's easy to repair and so forth. Yeah, he's not happy I bashed into him, but that's his problem. What you see there is the pyramid. That is one of the many wonders you can make. And this thing does cost you a lot of materials, but it's easy to get these materials. The only way you can create this from the start is by finding the wonders of the world. If you find the wonders of the world, which are like these little post-like things, you can actually start creating these buildings of the world. Yeah, I was trying not to repeat the same thing, but at the end of the day, I'm going to probably end up repeating the same thing, because these are classes of wonders of the world. But you get what I'm trying to say. You basically got to find the pillars of the world to actually create the wonders of the world. There we go. And yes, that's a monolith, in case you were wondering. And I'm not sure what entirely that does, but I just placed that down just, you know, for decoration now, funds and such, like this tent here and so forth, just to be decorative. So yeah, so that's this area shown. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you. If I am, I apologise in advance, and you know, feel free to tell me if I am. I don't mind doing things again and, you know, going through it all with you and such. Now then, let's go and get my hammer out so I can give this a good old repair and such. I think my car's going off on one. Hold on. Let me just turn this around. Yeah, my driving skills is yet to be decided. Will you turn around? See, I can't drive to save my life, which you are witnessing. Right, and that's how you repair it. I know the way I'm like hammering things down, it looks like I'm trying to break stuff, but no, that's how you repair stuff. with this repair hammer, of course, and you have to actually make those. I should have really gone in for the back door, didn't I? Oh well. Unfortunately, you can't enter the pyramids, sadly. Yeah, so it's just there as decoration. That's one of those things to say, yeah, you got this. It's like a trophy, an achievement in some way. Oh, there you go. I think I need new batteries in my keyboard. Right, let's go and show you this one.